back to another channel. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another episode. You are watching Pickle's Point of View, and I'm Pickle. Alright, so today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I have two special guests with me today, and they are going to be doing edible cookie dough. They are going to be following directions that they have beside them of the edible cookie dough, and I will be here just tagging along and seeing if they can keep up. We have a gluten-free version and then just a regular cookie dough version, and yeah.
Mine remembered me from the first ever video. That was super fun. But we have a very special guest, very new.
Hi, I'm Vernon. And I am new. And I've never done a video. She guys, I haven't. So we're going to be doing the baking challenge. Whoever can make the best cookie dough.
Yes. And Aubrey obviously thinks it's going to be her, and we'll see who wins at the end. All right, so the edible cookie dough recipe is practically the same as any regular other cookie dough that you would be using for regular cookies. The only thing different with the edible cookie dough is that you have to heat treat your flour, and you have to also get rid of the eggs that you would usually use in the regular recipe, just because this is not going to be baked off in the oven and you don't want to get sick or anything like that. So we just had to bake off the flour in the oven at 300 degrees just until it hit a certain temp, and then we're going to go ahead and start assembling our cookie dough. So the first step that they are going to be doing is they need to cream together their butter and sugar. So go ahead and get that, guys.
We need, well, he needs a half a cup of brown sugar. I need 1 cup of brown sugar. So you use this here.
And I'm going to exclude myself so they have plenty of room. See you later.
She's still behind the camera, so she can.
Yes, I'm here, guys. Alright, so before they get into adding the other ingredients, they need to go ahead and cream together their butter and sugar. So the creaming method is when you incorporate air into the product that you have in your bowl. And they're going to be doing this by hand with a hand whisk. So go ahead and, So go ahead and make sure you get you want your butter to be all nice and fluffy.
It's so fluffy!
Fluffy?
Yep, so you want your butter and sugar to be
Like Play-Doh? That's what mine's turned out to be.
Close to like this.
That's Play-Doh.
not like Play-Doh, guys.
That's what it is.
You want your sugars to
Doughy?
end up being a light brown color. So you want all your sugar crystals to be, yep, you're getting there, Aubrey. You want all your sugar crystals to be soft.
I'll be back. I'm gonna wash my
You're getting there.
Alright, so we have
Wash your hands.
washed our hands, and right now mine's looking pretty good. Yeah,
What'd you
it's
say?
looking good. And it just looks like brown sugar that's thick.
So after we have mixed our butter and our brown sugar, we're gonna do, well, I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. You're doing,
And I'm gonna do 1.
okay.
So we're gonna do that.
So we got our tablespoon. We're using heavy cream. Thank you very much.
Sir.
And this video is sponsored by Aldi, my favorite store.
It
If
is.
you guys didn't know.
It's not sponsored, Alexis.
Sponsored by me, sponsored by Aldi.
It's heavy cream.
I don't know. I'm just being nice. Okay, now I'm gonna mix
Your 1 tablespoon, yep, perfect.
the pros.
Go ahead and mix that up. Watch what you're doing. Careful.
Mixity, mixity, mixity. And make sure to get all your sugary stuff off the side.
Vernon's a pro.
I'm Gordon Ramsay.
It's not a baker. He's not a baker,
I
Vernon.
know. He's a cooker.
A cooker.
The next ingredient is vanilla, which we don't have a lot of. But she didn't use cake
Yeah, I'm
batter.
using cake batter flavoring. I think it'll be the same. So,
Because we don't have a lot of vanilla.
1 1 teaspoon.
So we have a sub. We needed to do
Yeah.
a 70. We needed a
Isn't
70.
that?
So you can
Maybe we can add it at the same time.
You guys, for this edible cookie dough recipe, you can modify this to however you'd like. If you wanted to do like a chocolate cookie, then you could do that. Or if you wanted to do just sprinkles, you could do sprinkles. However you want to do your add-ins is up to you. Yeah.
I use a little bit of vanilla.
And you want to make sure you get that vanilla real good in there.
Hopefully,
Oh, that's strong.
the cake batter won't change the taste. I don't think it will. I think it'll be.
I think it'll just taste like cake batter.
I like cake batter. That's fine. Ooh, it's like yellow.
So mine looks the same, but there is vanilla and butter, sugar, and cream.
So dumb. Okay. Teaspoon of salt. How much do you need? We need
Uh,
1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that is
Right
this.
here.
And I need this.
we add our chocolate chip is, and then we need
Look like
that.
mine is. So we got our heat treated flour. Make sure it's heat treated because if it's not, you could actually get sick.
That is bacteria.
So I have 1 cup of flour and he has a half a cup of flour.
So we're gonna dump these in and make it thick. Even more thick.
For this recipe, Brennan is using gluten-free flour, and Aubrey is just using King Arthur's regular flour.
I have a disease that I can't have wheat or I'll throw up. So I don't want to throw up.
And that is called
celiac.
mm-hmm.
So no one likes throwing up, clearly. And
Clearly.
neither do I. Next ingredient is for me it's 1/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. For her it's 1/2, right? Of chocolate
Yep.
chips. So here's our chocolate chips.
Already brand.
And we have them semi-sweet because we already put a lot of sugar in there.
We didn't have any mini ones, so we're just going to use regular sized chocolate chips.
So you're gonna need 1/4 of that.
So just do about half of that. It could stay in the refrigerator for about 2 weeks or so until it's not good anymore. The quality of it's not the same. Or you could put it in the freezer and it'll last for a month or so in the freezer. And it looks like cookie dough.
Yay! Okay. We're gonna try it.
We're gonna
We haven't
try
tried
it.
it yet.
And we're gonna try it. So
3, 2.
I mean, I'll eat it.
All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm coming in.
Okay.
All right, so here's Aubrey's. This is the regular flour.
Why are you such a little bit?
Mmm.
I like it.
The cake batter flavor, not too bad. All right, Brennan's gluten free.
I like mine.
Push it into yours.
Tastes like cookie dough.
Yeah.
It wasn't better.
It tastes like cookie dough. I'm sorry. The better one right now, with them both being warm, is gonna have to go to Brennan's gluten free. It tastes more like regular cookie dough. Aubrey's is really yummy. The only thing is that it's super sweet with the cake batter flavoring. Yeah, so what we're gonna do to make it easier on ourselves is that we're gonna take it in saran wrap, lay the saran wrap down flat, put the cookie dough on top, roll that into a log shape, and then we'll cut it up. All right, guys. So this edible cookie dough recipe is super easy to do, either by yourself, you know, if you don't have the greatest cooking skills, or if you want to do something with the kids, or if you have nieces, nephews, cousins, parents, whoever you want to do this with. It's super easy and super quick. The ingredients that you're going to need for this is going to be a stick of butter, brown sugar, heavy cream, or milk if you don't have heavy cream available, vanilla extract, salt, flour, and then also chocolate chips or whatever add-ins that you guys wanted to use. For the heat treated process of the flour, all you want to do is take the amount that you're using for the recipe, go ahead and throw it into the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and then have that in the oven for, ours was in there for probably about 15 minutes or so, just until it reaches 160 degrees. And that's just gonna kill off any bacteria. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring them back in here, and we're going to cut up our little pieces of cookie dough. Probably 30 to 40 minutes that our cookie dough has been in the freezer. They are shaped into logs, So what we're gonna do is just cut these up into little bite-sized pieces as best as possible. And then put them into little containers, into little baggies, and then store them into the freezer.
And enjoy them.
Yes. So they're gonna go ahead and cut their cookie dough up.
We have to wrap it first.
Hard to cut, or?
I'm gonna roll mine into little balls. Why not? That's fun, right?
I think our biggest struggle right now with this is that the chocolate chips are way too big, and that is what's making these fall apart.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
So if we would have used the miniature chocolate chips or sprinkles or something just smaller, it would have been a lot easier for them to roll these or cut them up. But you live and you learn, so whatever.
Okay, so
Count down for the final plate up. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time to take test. Alright, so you can tell the color difference between the two. This one is Aubrey, so this is with the regular flour and the cake batter flavoring. And then this is Brennan's gluten-free without any other flavoring. Alright, so here we go. Brennan's, yummy. Good. And Aubrey's?
it's still not that cold.
Is this
Good. Yeah, I just got that one. So
Oh my gosh, this is the most scariest moment of my life.
I think I'm leaning a little bit towards Aubrey's right now at this moment. It is sweeter, so I think it just, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this one. But I will say if these were frozen all the way through, then they would be way better. And both of these lovely guests and lovely contestants, they both did a great job at this little challenge. Yes.
But,
So, yeah, go ahead, Brennan.
but you do get the sand bun in your mouth with all that
The
sugar.
sand bun, yeah, because
All that sugar and salt, it just feels like you're chomping down on sand, but it's the good other version.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you, Brennan, for being here today. Make sure you guys like this channel, like my page, like these videos, subscribe.
No post notifications.
Yes, of course. And then go follow my Instagram page as well. And we will keep you guys posted with new videos.
they're squinching.
Yes.